Okay, what is good? Welcome to GQ Wrestling, the only place where fashion and wrestling meet. On today's show, we're going to talk about will Jey get his day? Gable's story. And we will also hit the merch booth, and we're going to see who was bringing that Sunday night heat throughout the week on Toe to Toe. We will also touch on the state of women's wrestling. It's the Rock a double agent. And you know what else?
Getting some old things, you hear me?
Okay, G, how you feeling today?
What's going on, everybody? It's hump day, man. Not trying to hump around today, but I do want to talk about some stuff that's been going on. Crazy week so far for Jey and my favorite. Y'all know who he is. Y'all have to know who he is. The American Nightmare, Cody.
Hey, what an intro, man. It's all like, man, I can feel the pyro coming out the kitchen because we doing this jump live for the table. And I ain't talking about the table because on the table, I'm talking about we going live for the kitchen table.
Number one, Jey, if you're hearing this, yeet.
All right.
Big ups to my man, Jey, man. Crazy week. Crazy, insane week so far for Cody and Jey with this bloodline mess. The Rock has came along. He's come back in town with his banjo, and he's trying to get his squad together.
All right. Banjo Rock would be amazing, but we got the heel Rock, and that's all we need right now. I don't even realize how much I needed heel Rock until I saw heel Rock, but we gonna get to that.
Wait. Is this Attitude Era Rock or is this Hollywood Dwayne Rock?
Nah, this ain't got nothing to do with Hollywood. This real Rock. This is like when people say Rocky sucks, you know the hater blockers coming out in the Versace. Rock arms so big now he can't even fit his old shirts. He just cut off them sleeves.
Cut off the fucking sleeve.
Hey man, what about me? You don't ask me how I'm feeling? I had a fucking awesome week too.
Wait a minute. I was getting to that. Bro, how are you most definitely feeling on this Wednesday?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I'm just playing. Actually, it's been a great week, man. I'm getting healthier. I'm looking better every day. So, you know, it's just more to talk about. Let's not waste any more time. But first, you know, before we go down there and see the wrestling, we got to hit the merch booth, man. Tell me, what did you see that came out this week that you wanted to buy or you gonna buy? Like, what's on that list?
First off and foremost, I think my man Cody Rhodes has been showing out with the merch, man. He just dropped the fucking Pharaoh zip up hoodie jacket. I know it's gonna sell out fast.
Probably in your size. Hold on. Probably in your size gonna sell out. But unfortunately, they don't make it in the big sexy size. Shout out to Kevin Nash. But that's we ain't gonna worry about it because, like I said, we get healthier and more sexy every day. And I'm gonna fit that 3X and I'm gonna flex on y'all. But go ahead.
Definitely my number one target right now is the Cody Pharaoh hoodie. The shirt was amazing from the jump, but
yeah, I was gonna get the shirt.
Now he added the hoodie. Hoodie Cody. So now I'm not calling him American Nightmare Cody.
Oh, like Hoodie Mellow.
He is now called Hoodie Cody.
Okay, I can deal with Hoodie Cody.
Hoodie Cody.
Now, as far as action figures go out, because, you know, we try to cover a bit of everything. I think the dopest bleep that I've seen in a long while as far as action figure goes is I think it's the Amazon exclusive Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon from WrestleMania 10. They did a box. Unfortunately, they sent out a lot of these boxes horrible. They like sitting about in bubble bailings and people been getting boxes like, what is this? And it's selling out. It's coming back in stock and it's selling out. Man, the secret is if you want to order you a collectible figure from Amazon, order 3 of them. Pick the best one and send the rest of them back because they go get you. Like, how many times you had to order basic Cody?
maybe 1 or 2 times. Amazon, I believe the workers, a lot of them, excuse my French, don't give a fuck about their customers.
But I don't think it's really their fault, man. I mean, the real heels in this is the company. Pay them folks. We do appreciate Amazon and from the worker side, let's say. But other than that, man, did any more belts drop this week? Because if y'all don't know, we're a huge belt march. We been getting a lot of belts together for the studio here. Soon y'all be able to see it. I think the Hogan 86 or the Hogan 85, whichever one's on dual-plated Hogan belt right before the Winged Eagle came out, that on dropped. And I think it was an Elite Series of the World Heavyweight Seth Rollins belt. It finally came out. Stay away from the commemorative. I mean, if you don't got the money, roll with the commemorative. But literally, when I picked it up, it just felt like a toy. But to each his own. But that's what's like, man. We done covered it all. That's what happened at the merch booth. That's what we seen. Let's go down to the ring.
Hey.
Okay, before we start though, is anybody you want to shout out? Anybody who's been rocking with us? Anybody who you know we look to for advice? Maybe it's a favorite wrestler who don't get a lot of like. Man, forget it. You know what? I'm gonna give a big shout out to all my Atlanta, Georgia 605 talent who's killing it right now. I want to give a big shout out to Braun Steiner. Yes, I said Steiner.
Braun break.
You know it's, man, you've been doing your thing. Congratulations. You got moved up to the roster. Only big things from here out. And you know this Cody country. We down in ATL. This is his kingdom.
Mayweather, Georgia.
The American Nightmare Cody. Hey, that's family.
Nah, you got to say it like Dusty. The American Nightmare, daddy.
You know it. That's family right there.
Fam.
And I also want to give a shout out to my girl. I mean, we appreciate you, darling. Gigi Dolan, man. Who, in my opinion, in my opinion, might have the greatest female promo in the game. Shout out to Gigi.
Hold up. Before he shout out Gigi Dolan, I want to give a huge shout out.
It better be somebody from Atlanta.
Because not only...
It better be somebody from Atlanta. If it ain't from Atlanta, all right, I'm going to let you talk.
Not only did he pop up and show back out, but big ups to my dog. One of the best in the game, definitely right now, and I'm loving what's going on with him. AJ Styles, man.
Okay, yeah, that's Georgia right there. That's Georgia. Shout out to AJ, man.
AJ, man. Big ups to you, brother. You look fucking amazing, man.
Man.
You look like you've been in the gym with fucking Captain America, man.
Look, my wife said it looked like AJ had been lifting trucks. And I was like, yeah.
AJ been in the gym with Captain America, man.
After I seen AJ, I had to get on it. But let's get it started, doggone it.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Okay, topic number 1. Will Jey get his day? And let me start by saying this. When we think about Jey Uso and how long this been going on, you know, since the bloodline really came into picture, not just they whole family line, but the actual bloodline, man. I'm talking about since, like, you know, the COVID era, when it was just them in the Thunderdome down there with a bunch of TV screens. I believe they was putting on some of the best acting ever in wrestling history. As a matter of fact, this is my favorite storyline in wrestling history. So I've been the one year on and year out. I hope y'all follow us on Twitter. You can find us at GQWrestling on Twitter. And also you got Figures Elite on Twitter. And y'all know, if y'all follow us, that we've been saying this.
Definitely check those 2 pages out, man. We talk about some pretty awesome stuff on Twitter.
We be on it, and we be on point a lot. And that's kind of why we made this podcast, because we need receipts, man. People be like, oh, y'all didn't say that. Yeah, we got receipts now. So, but I digress. So the whole thing about Jey, is since even last year before the Cody thing came into play, I wanted Jey to be the one to end Roman's reign, basically. Because that's where it started, man. It started between him and Jey, and I wanted it to come full circle. But the one person every time Jey is about to complete that circle, I'm talking about every single time, it's his own brother. It'd be like you coming after me. And
that's fucking crazy. That's craziness to me.
I mean, Jimmy, you a funny guy, but you being too funny out there. And Solo, we know it's you, dog. Why are you coming down there in the hood? We know it's you.
Hoodie Solo.
Hoodie Cody.
He trying to be like Hoodie Cody, y'all.
Solo.
He seen Hoodie Cody back fucking stage, and Solo said, I'm gonna be Hoodie fucking Solo.
So, yeah, man, Jimmy gonna cost him a lot. Look, this week, spoiler alert, he cost him the IC belt. Before that, he cost them the Universal titles. And before that, it was something else. But above all, he cost them his chance at being the head of the table himself at SummerSlam. And I thought that angle was going to go somewhere and go a certain way. And it didn't. They didn't even pull the jealousy angle. Like, you know, Jimmy said he did it for The Rock. No, I'm just playing. Jimmy said he did it basically because he didn't want Jey to end up like Roman, and now he went back to Roman. I mean, like, what does this matter? It's all about jealousy.
Jimmy, what is your fucking purpose? That's what we're fucking getting at.
Dang, man, Naomi back and you still acting like this. You got Bay. Let off Jey, man. Let him breathe. Let him say yeet. And Jey, man, shout out to Jey Uso. He been saying yeet forever. That's a South thing, man. I'm glad he got back the rights to that because it been ours, Jey. Let him know it been ours. But
we fucking love you, Jey.
But what do you think? Will all of this long storyline, this back and forth, are they trying to make this a match for WrestleMania?
Jey versus Jimmy, in my opinion, is definitely gonna go down, y'all, at Wrestle fucking Mania. It's happening after Monday's night episode of Jimmy fucking up once again for the millionth fucking time. Y'all will definitely see a fucking match WrestleMania with Jey and Jimmy. And Jey gon' yeet that motherfucking ass.
Okay, G. This is a family show too. Just try. I know you talking about Jimmy. Try to cut the profanity just a little. Because y'all definitely gonna have to listen to this episode with on headphones.
I apologize, y'all. Jimmy had got me hot Monday when he screwed my boy Jey out the belt once again. Like, blood, it's supposed to be thicker than anything. And Jimmy is just out there treating Jey like he's a red-headed stepchild, like he was adopted. No, this is your blood brother. Ask me would I do my blood brother like that. Capital N-O.
I mean, when we was little, actually, you did throw me under the bus when we was about to get whoopings. And
stop telling secrets.
We both was running towards that door. You shut that door and let me outside. Gonna come out the door later. What happened? You know what happened. But yeah, I really think it's gonna come down to Jimmy versus Jey at WrestleMania. I hope it's some cool stipulation. I'm not talking about a bury alive match or nothing. I hope that Rikishi get involved. Like, you know, cause Dad, man, he gonna make sure everything go down the way. And I'm talking about maybe after they win, they can do that little dance.
They need to have whoever.
That little dance.
They need to have whoever wins, the loser leaves forever match.
I think they need to say that for somebody like Dominic Mysterio, because, you know, he can kind of go. I like Dom, but he can kind of go.
Or, of course, we all know they're probably going to go tribal comeback.
Yeah, man. I mean, but what did Tribal Combat mean during what's that, SummerSlam? When nobody could interfere? You know what happened. The bloodline. The brand new Four Horsemen, boy. And man, just amazing. I love on Bloodline. It's just a group that you love to hate. I mean, if we were actually a faction in wrestling, you tell me we wouldn't do the same thing that the Bloodline do. What would you do every time you about to get beat?
Yeah, that's why I cannot be mad at Roman Reigns.
No.
I mean,
what would you do? You guys said this a million times when we was watching just Raw and SmackDown. You'll yell to the back.
Tell me why! Damn Triple H! Damn his
well,
son!
my brother took my answer, but yeah, even before the match even got over with, I'm sending the goons out. I mean, something's gonna happen, so.
Yeah, but a great segue from the Jey and Jimmy costing him the IC belt. It leads us to our next topic, Gable's story. Now, everybody who was watching Gunther early on can agree that his best matches was against Chad Gable. Can we all agree on that?
We can agree.
So, why did they just choose to bury Gable during the height of the Gable in arc? It was crazy, man. It's just like they were like, time out. They don't like him too much. Hey, man, the crowd behind him too much. He had got himself over, and it seemed like they want to pull him under. Gable's too high to get over. He's too low to get under. He's stuck in the middle, fighting the Vikings every week now. But what everybody wants to see, especially when you go back and hear that passionate promo that he caught about, that that passionate promo when he talked about how Gunther did that in front of his daughter and his family. I'm here to say that Gable's story might not be more important than Cody's, but I think it needs to be finished. What do you think?
Number one, Gable, I freaking love you, man. I think you are an amazing talent. You're definitely the new Kurt Angle of WWE.
Yes.
All of your matches have been goated. I mean, I haven't seen a bad Gable match. Never.
Just everything. He does everything so perfect. And at his size, it looks so good. And to us, the greatest Crossroads sale ever was Chad Gable. Oh, my God. How he sold at Crossroads. Even when Gable loses, he looks good. But they can't keep treating him like that. I wish they booked him up in a better angle, because I really believe he needs to finish the story. Going into WrestleMania, Gunther, I mean, he's beating everybody. He's done it all. But Gable is his best opponent. I think this match has to happen at WrestleMania. Why not? I mean, everybody would get behind it. The whole theme of this year, if it has been anything, is to be finish the story. We look at the WWE 2K trailer. Everybody's got a story. My story's about ass kicking. My story's about leg drops. I got the EST story. All these stories, all about stories. Just stop capping.
What up, Bianca?
Let Gable do his thing. Shout out Bianca. Shout out Montez. Love and WWE. Bianca and Montez on Hulu, streaming out, and it is amazing. It's a great watch for family, friends, kids. Get them all there. Rewatch it, because we rock with Bianca, because Bianca rock with us. Bianca came to the hood. She came to Old National, and she showed up and showed out, and everybody loved her. If y'all watching it right now, y'all see pictures on the screen of the team, GQ Wrestling, with the EST. You see that?
With the EST.
That's the EST of the WWE. This is the greatest couple in the WWE. But that's another subject. That's another show. But that brings us to toe-to-toe. On toe-to-toe, if y'all don't know, we talk about the fashion part of wrestling, you know. Who out there dripping? Who out there needing wet flow signs? I mean, who's bringing the Sunday night heat throughout the week? And, you know, we're real big on fashion. We're real big on, like, you know, putting our chalk lines with our WWE apparel, wearing the belts with it. When we come out to the shows, it is a show. So we're going to say to us, who been repping this whole month? Obviously, if y'all looking on screen, last month, January ended with a bang. We had Trick Williams whooping that Trick Grayson Waller in the Travis Scott Fragment Lows. I mean, I don't know if it's just a Catch a Jack thing, but wrestlers love to rock Travis Scott. So what you think about that, man?
I think Travis, you definitely got the wrestling game on lock. Everybody got on your footwear, man. Big ups to Travis Scott, man. I messed with him the long way, man.
Straight up.
Very, very talented young man. Looking forward to all his future releases coming out.
Shout out Travis. Hey, man, send your boys a few, man. We would love to rock some more Travis Scott. We don't got them now. We don't got a few. We don't got lucky on the retail, but the resale crazy. So let's talk about this. We had Trick finishing strong in January, but coming into February, you know, this was Montez and Bianca loving WWE, and like they was out promoting, and on screen y'all can see Bianca, she brought out the Concorde Jordan 11s. Now at first I thought these might have been the new Gratitudes, but these had the 45 on the back, and it had the all black hit. So her and Montez always come out. They either matching or they, you know, wearing some of the hottest clothes. They're right up there at the top tier in WWE, along with Rey Mysterio as far as style goes. And Bianca, she don't make her own stuff. She's just the queen of all attires being fire. And then I think later on this week, y'all see on screen, Kofi, you know, it ain't the air up there, but he was out there with some more Travis Scotts. He had the whole Cactus Jack fit on, jumping up, just smacking Gunther in the face. I'm talking about feet with heat. He knocked out Gunther boy last week, the week before this, with that same kick. So you don't know it's pressure. It's actually pressure. Shouts out to Kofi. Kofi is the king, not just in the ring, but with the shoes, with the strings.
First off, I don't know how my brother left this amazing sexy diva out. Big shout out to Liv Morgan.
With the Travises, I was getting to her. I was trying to go in chronological order. But check it out. Let's talk about Liv.
Liv, you are Jordan 1
How you
king.
living? How you living? How you living, Liv? We see you.
Number one, y'all, I'm going to marry Liv Morgan one day. She don't know
Stop
it yet. But yeah, I love Liv. Out of all the females, I think she's holding it down. I think she, with the footwear, she's definitely killing it.
Liv is top tier. Y'all really watch her. You hear that? Shouts out to Liv. Y'all watch her since she was in NXT. She always had the heat on the feet, man. And y'all can go see her on episode, I believe it was on Complex Sneaker Shopping. Liv came through there and dropped the bag and left with bags. So Liv been doing this for a long time. Liv is a high tier. She's probably the number one female sneakerhead. She's got the belt right now. We're going to see who's going to beat her throughout the year in toe-to-toe. And we also had Mommy. Now, Mommy, she's more of a color. I'm going to match with what I got. But she came out with, as y'all see on screen, the Nike SB TCU Dunks. And look at that kick, man. To me, this is the greatest women's title entrance ever, man. How she just lift up the belt. I just want to get that belt and lift it up myself. But ain't no disrespect because I'm not on top. Mummy's on top. But you know what? That was the week in toe-to-toe. Y'all let us know below who y'all think was the number one as far as fashion when it comes to the show. All right. Next topic. I know y'all been waiting for this. And we segueing perfectly into stuff. It's just flowing But this next segment is the state of women's wrestling. And how the women's division just seems to have more stars than ever. I mean, who are some of the girls who you are surprised to see how they doing it? Who are the girls who's been showing up and showing out the most?
I would love to see Jade Cargill more. She makes her appearances.
Who wouldn't want to see
She
Jade
pops
more,
up, shows out. She looks freaking amazing.
The point is, Jade is not just a wrestler. Jade is a attraction. And I'm not just talking about her attraction. Look, she's one of the things you have to see. She's shouts out to Charlotte and her physique. Shouts out to Bianca and her physique. But Jade looked like she stepped out of a comic book. I would just try to have her out there. Even if it's just ringside sitting down. Even if it's just more promos. Because I understand right now. When Triple H seen Jade, he had to say, this is China. This is my second chance. I'm not going to mess it up. So, of course, Triple H wants it to be just right. He already said he's going to strap a rocket to her. Jay is going to get there. I think we just need to be more impatient because Triple H is really going to take his time with her and make sure that she's not in a situation where she's losing any type of match, especially in the Elimination Chamber. She already came in with, she got down to the last 3 in a Royal Rumble. That was great. But it's kind of make us want for more at this point.
And guys, I really want to know, and y'all can leave this in the comments on our page. Who do y'all got winning Elimination Chamber, or who is your favorite that's in Elimination Chamber right now?
Thursday, we will do our prediction show, which we should release Friday. So we'll get on that. But as far as the women's division having more stars than ever, man, you look down from NXT, you got Jada Parker. She's shutting down the whole Twitter. If y'all ain't on wrestling Twitter is the best thing on earth. It's not a greater, what he said, Star Wars. It's not a greater place of villainy and scum and whatever. Look, I don't mean to quote Star Wars. Give me a break. I'm a wrestling fan. But look, wrestling Twitter has been obsessed with Miss Parker. I'm talking about Bernie Mac voice and everything. Jada is obviously a star, and Shawn Michaels is in his bag. Shawn Michaels is just going to OnlyFans, and he's scanning, and he's like, bring her to me, because I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. But yeah, it's so much talent far as, you got Gigi Doll and Lash Legends. You got stars that you can already see forming and shining in the sky down in NXT. And then you see what they're bringing up now. We got Tiffany Stratton coming on the scene. Shouts out to Tiff. It was Tiffy time. She's still trying to get her actual Tiffy timing down in the ring, working with this new talent. The Selena Vega match was kind of rough. We were like, you can't hurt Selena. We don't want that to happen to you either. Y'all be safe out there. But Selena is tough as it comes. And Selena, your time is coming. Believe us, man. We're behind you. The fans need to make this happen more. We want to see more of Zelina Vega in a winning situation. I mean, they trying to Sasha Banks out.
Zelina.
They trying to Sasha Banks, shawty. And we ain't going to really let that happen. Are we? I don't think not.
I don't think we is.
But from Jade to Jada to Tiffy Time to Nia Jax out there doing her thing. The women's division hasn't been this exciting since, 2018, 2019. But it's very exciting. So, in your opinion, though, with all this influx of women, what do you think the women divisions needs? Is it something that will make it on par with the men's division to where it could get equal time and equal footing? What do you think? Like, what do they need to do to make women's wrestling even better and actually get this talent out there?
I think they should definitely promote their bigger stars more. You got Bianca, which is already big, but shout her out even more. Have her on both shows every now and then.
I'm loving, you know what? I'm loving how during this Elimination Chamber thing, they've been having stars from both shows just show up and come on this show and come on that show.
That's freaking awesome.
I think that's a great idea, man, because that's just fun, man. And they've been able to have some of the best matches. Look at what AJ and Drew McIntyre did. That was crazy.
And we all know
crazy work.
And we all know everybody wants to see the EST and Jey as tag team champs.
Look, I was about to get to that. That's actually coming up on the itinerary. But you know what I think? I think a lot of people think this. What would actually change everything, what the women's division really needs, is secondary championships. I mean, if this is equality and stuff is supposed to be really equal, get some white straps, make a IC belt for the women, and make a women's United States championship. I mean, these championships aren't just things, they allow you to see how fans react to, up and coming talent or talent who's already, you don't know what they would draw. Rather, if they was a champion or not, you can give them a chance with that belt and see what they can do. And it also rewards the up and comers with something to go for and not have it just you either a champion or not. Because could you imagine if it wasn't a Gunther for the men's division? We can imagine if it wasn't Logan Paul. We're not going to talk about his rating on the game. 2K, what are y'all doing?
What the F, 2K?
I mean, how y'all gonna have Jey and Drew McIntyre rated the same as Logan Paul? And I'm the biggest Logan Paul fan. You can ask this man. All I do is praise him.
Boo, Logan Paul.
Logan Paul is, honestly, in my opinion, the best talent to come from that entertainment realm to wrestling ever. His promos, he can literally go toe-to-toe with anybody. He doesn't fumble on words. He had Kevin Owens out there fumbling on words. In his in-ring ability, he's more of a I'm going to put my body on the line right now. A lot of Hangman Page out there. But he's willing to take the shots, and he's actually getting better and better. But this about 2K. Down 90 is preposterous. But just imagine if it wasn't a Gunther for the men's division. The women's division needs secondary belts. We need to make this a thing. I don't know if we need to get a hashtag this or that, but the women's division definitely needs secondary belts. We need a women's IC champ and a women's United States champ. Now, what I need y'all to do below is tell us who would be the number one candidates for these belts. Who would you like to see with a women's Intercontinental belt, the first one? Who would you want to see with a women's United States belt, the first one? Let us know below.
I just want to say big ups to Nia Jax, man, who is my favorite heel right now. I think she would be perfect as the heavyweight champ. I can really see her with the belt for a while. So Nia Jax, I'm rooting for you. But at the same time, I'm rooting for my girl, the man, Becky Lynch.
Yeah, but understand this, Nia is that fire. Nia, anytime you want to come through, with all respect. With all due respect, but
we love you, Nia.
Okay, so speaking of the man, we know it's gonna be the man versus Rhea at WrestleMania. Maybe Liv find a way in there some way, they'd be a triple threat. But more than likely, the ones that we talked about, the number one thing we thought would happen.
Wait. What if they do a fatal 4-way? Nia, Liv, Rhea, and Becky.
That can happen, and I'm not knocking that for happening, but earlier this year, we was talking about it's going to end up being probably Jay versus Charlotte, and it was going to be Becky versus Rhea. And I believe if Charlotte wouldn't have got hurt, it actually would have been something like that. I believe that Charlotte would have got the belt from EO before this. And they would have tried to make it Charlotte versus Jade at some point. But we all know from the beginning, and the promos each week, they giving Becky her own spotlight, her own home time to drive this home. She is winning the Elimination Chamber. That's not a prediction, that's a spoiler. But with that said, if Becky wins, where does that leave Bianca? We know she got this streak. She's won all her WrestleMania matches. And, you know, she has to be in there somewhere.
Tag champs.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's my big brother. Because he's right and he doesn't treat me like I'm Jay and he's Jimmy. Because, to me, everybody wants to see Bianca versus Jay. We know that. But it has to be a build. You can't just throw this on WrestleMania. Please don't do that. I'm talking about we can have this whole Mega Powers angle where Bianca and Jay are actually friends. They like, you know what? It's Black History Month. Let's not fight each other. Let's not do what they want us to do. They can just come in, you know. And that way, if they start this little friendship, it goes to the tag team. They show up at WrestleMania. The Kabuki Warriors, like, who is our opponents? It's a surprise opponent. And if Jay and Bianca walk out there together, that's money. That's huge money. And let that storyline build. Let the fans start speculating or some backstage who has the better husband, the most successful husband, who has the best body. Will you go for the singles title? Jay ended up going for a singles title and winning, or Bianca goes for a singles title and ended up winning. And they like, I thought we was a team. Just like, you know, Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan. Make it some type of jealousy. And then, if you stretch that throughout the year, Jade gets better by working with Bianca and not having to work whole matches by herself. And by the time WrestleMania 41 comes around, that's the main event. I'm talking about that is the main attraction. I'm talking about night two black women at WrestleMania, the main event. That's the main event.
Mark my words, everybody. Jade will be a future heel. Remember, y'all heard it first from GQ. Jade will be a future heel.
Hold on, that's from G. And why I see it, because, you know, in AEW, we're going to see her take that route. And, like, even, let's see, one of them got to be the face and one of them got to be the heel going into WrestleMania 41. But all that was based on jealousy. After the match, they can shake hands and both of them can leave as faces. But who would benefit more being a heel? Because a lot of people saying, you know, Bianca's like, you know, nice John Cena Bianca thing is kind of wearing thin. Do you think Bianca should be the heel?
It'll be a win-win. Whoever out of those two would be a heel because they're money.
See,
so regardless,
I don't think they could be fully heels. I think you make that anti-hero line kind of like, if you look back on Bianca when she was in NXT, she kind of had this like, I'm like more hotter than you, I'm more better than you type of thing. She used to do little heelish things, but she was still lovable because I just think she's such a great role model. I don't want to see her bad. That's just me. Okay, we reached the last segment. I know y'all was having the most best time rocking with us.
Grand finale time.
But speaking of rocking with us, we got to talk about how we are still rocking with The Rock. Are we? Are we? Are we? Are we still rocking with The Rock? Because the heel Rock was the best thing ever.
I'm just gonna say this, everybody. I love The Rock. The Rock
you can't
is
hate
the great
him.
one.
You can't hate The Rock. Look at Utah. He was saying all types of crazy stuff to him. I'm talking about destroying him. And they didn't even know whether to hate him or love him. They was popping for him. When he came out, it was so loud. I know Rock was like, see, they don't know what they want. They really don't know what they want. Even when he dissed them, they still saying Rocky. And like, it was just amazing, man, because people, no matter what, you love to hate The Rock, especially the heel Rock. And we talking about Versace Rock.
Mark my words, everybody. In a few years, believe it or not, y'all gonna see Rock run for president.
If you smell,
and he will win.
The WWE fans,
he will freaking win.
Cooking. So yeah, we had him come out, man. Legendary, like swagger on a trillion. Heel Rock, and this was Attitude Era Rock. This was Versace Rock, putting on the hater blockers, talking to the crowd, sing along Rock, not having it. This was like, vintage Rocky, and this is the Rock that you get when you say Rocky sucks. Rock knew the assignment. As soon as they said Rocky sucks, Rock said, "Okay, I know what time it is." But the question is, does the bloodline know what time it is? Because there's a theory out.
Double agent.
This theory popped off on Twitter as soon as SmackDown went off. We all noticed a couple things, but a couple things was brought to our attention. And, I mean, a lot of us wrestling fans, we would like to think it's not that deep. But The Rock is an actor. And we know The Rock loves to go over his lines. He loves to get stuff down. And we have to understand the nuances in this promo. And that's what we would like to go over, because it is a theory of The Rock being a double agent. And we're going to provide y'all with the evidence. We're going to try to get some of this on screen. I mean, if the WWE strike our video, I swear on Vince's. Nah, we ain't gonna talk like that. But just let us have this. Okay, we gonna just use on pictures. All right. So one of the main things I think went over people's head during this promo was The Rock's point of view in his direction and where he was looking towards when he said some of this stuff, and how he was gesturing when he said some of this stuff. What are some of the stuff you all notice he did?
The whole time during the SmackDown match when he was talking with the mic, if you guys noticed, like me and my brother noticed, he was speaking on Cody, but he was pointing, and it really seemed like he was talking to Roman Reigns and the Bloodline.
Yeah, man. If you look during the promo, he would say Cody, but once he got to the point of what he was saying, it would be directed either looking at or pointing at Roman in the Bloodline. Like, it was that one thing, he looked directly at the Bloodline, or in their direction. He said, y'all are just, I'm not trying to quote it, but you're a bunch of spoiled crybaby bitches. And he was looking in the Bloodline's direction when he was saying this. And then at that part when he said, Cody, I'm going to do everything within my power. Pause, point at Roman and say, I'm going to make sure that you lose at WrestleMania. He started off by saying, yo, Cody, I'm going to do everything in my power. And then he turns and points at Roman and says to make sure that you lose at WrestleMania. And then the coup de grace at the end. What did he do?
He raised what's supposed to
be the one,
but he raised the L, which in my opinion, he was saying the Bloodline is lame. Like,
or they're going to be the losers. One of them.
Losers.
We, as wrestling fans, we can't just think that this stuff is just happening this way. I'm a conspiracy theorist at heart. I love to look way deeper into things. But that last image of The Rock just standing along with them reminded me of when The Rock joined the Nation of Domination. And fans, we know how that worked out. You had two alphas. You had Ron Simmons and you had The Rock. And The Rock was able to finesse and turn those guys against Ron Simmons and take over the Nation of Domination. The Rock and Roman Reigns, in our opinion, cannot coexist. They are two alphas. One has to be the leader. If you notice, every time a Bloodline member had got called up or wanted to join, they had to acknowledge Roman Reigns. Rock wasn't acknowledging stuff. Bleep, right?
Shit.
They didn't ask Rock to acknowledge nobody.
Nobody.
Neither would he ever. Could you imagine The Rock going up? I acknowledge you as Tribal Chief.
No.
He probably would have said, I acknowledge you as Tribal Chief of the Trailer Park. And backslap the shit out of Roman Reigns, right? So, if we look at what Rock did with Nation of Domination and see him coming into the Bloodline, can we look back and really ask ourselves, is this part of the plan? I mean, look, we know that Cody sought counsel. He talked with a lot of people, especially The Rock.
Right.
So, the main question is, when The Rock hugged Cody,
what did he really say to him?
did The Rock say, Cody, know your role? Or did he say, Cody, play your role? That's the $1 million question.
Cody and Rock got some cooking up in the pot, guys. Y'all gotta stay tuned.
If you smell what the American Nightmare is cooking. But in your opinion, to end this whole thing, how does it go down at WrestleMania? How do you think the match will go? And will Cody finish the story?
Number one, like I was just telling my brother here, Cody has a lot of freaking allies, whether he's fought them, he's worked with them. You got Randy Orton, you got Drew McIntyre, you got AJ Styles, LA Knight. All these guys hate the Bloodline, so it's gonna be some Avengers Endgame, Infinity War stuff going on.
That's how it should be. That's what I'm talking about. That'd be crazy.
Rock comes out with a gauntlet on his hand, and Roman's just staring at him, and Rock goes, with the snap of my finger, I can make you disappear, you jabroni.
See, that's some real shit. Look, and that's so cool because everybody was wondering, why is Cody fighting Brock? And he doing it 3 times. It was like he was going through these tests, kind of like this is a real story. Like at one point in the story, you have the Knight in Shining Armor has to fight Don Dragon. The dragon didn't do shit to him, but the dragon is the ultimate challenge. And that was Brock. Brock was Cody's dragon, right? And once Cody beat Brock, Brock became his ally. Just like Sammy, just like Jey, and all these people. So, and ultimately Seth Rollins. Seth is trying to be his shield. I mean, Cody is building this, well, the WWE is building up to where Cody is supposed to be looked at as him just being alone. Like, he has nobody. He's not trying to get help from anybody, but his friends will come to his aid. Now, one interesting thing that Wifey brung up was she believed, since this is all about, to her, the royal family aspect of wrestling, like Rock pointed that out, and that's a big thing, that she believed it should be like a lumberjack situation where one member of each royal family is currently wrestling in the WWE, no matter if it's Braun Breaker to Dom. Everybody sees that this is bigger than them, that they have to be out there to make sure that wrestling really has more than one royal family. So even if, and think about the Iron Claw movie just just came out, and Zac Efron was amazing in that. He didn't get nominated. That's so much bull, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But have the last member of the Von Erich squad out there. That'd be amazing. And it, like, by having like this whole lumberjack situation of old and new members of royal families, it really shows that 40-year history of not just the WWF but of wrestling. And like, you know, have Dustin out there. Tony Khan, just make it happen. That could be the bridge you need for the future Super Bowl of wrestling, AEW versus WWE. But have Dustin out there. And when Cody finishes the story, have a Dusty hologram. I mean, have us crying like it's a funeral, man, in celebration and happiness over this thing. But ultimately, how I think it's going to be, I think The Rock is going to factor in is, I hope, special referee or something. And it's drama there because you don't know whether he's going to help his family or Cody's family, or is everything going to come to plan where The Rock is going to be the leader of the bloodline by the time we get to WrestleMania, and Roman is going to be alone and have to do this match alone. But it's so many possibilities, guys. We're going to keep y'all here long enough. The show is about over. We let y'all know. Now, our next show is going to be the prediction on the Elimination Chamber from Perth, which on our side of the world comes on at 5 a.m., but we will be up, ready to watch it, just like y'all will. I'd like to thank y'all for coming, hanging out. We see y'all up in the stands, and we fans like y'all. We appreciate y'all. So from G to Q, we appreciate you.
We love you guys. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and repost, man.
Share it everywhere.
Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your besties, everybody to check out our
Tell
page.
a friend and tell his friends that it's them again. All right, we'll see y'all next time.